All right, everyone. Today is the beginning of week 9 Health Happenings Journey. Today we're continuing with our social distancing. Starting off by right here at HQ. Going to be with All Right Robin from here. She's going to help weigh me up. And then I'm going to be speaking with Zac Spinosa at Forge Fitness. He's over at the gym. I'm here. We're going to go over my weigh-in. Also going to try and do some updates. It's been 2 months completed now. So today's the start of week 9, but it's actually 8 weeks completed, which is 2 months. And at the first month marker, we did some extra measurements after month 1. Did some testing to see how I did with push-ups, the wall sit, trying to do a chin-up. Still haven't done one yet. So today, I'm going to do what we can from here. Going to do some push-up test. Going to do the wall sit. I have nothing to try a chin-up on, but we're going to do those. Weigh in. Not going to do any measurements. We kind of tried to do that last week. We're not very experienced on where to do it exactly. Our numbers came out a lot different than Zac's, so we're going to cut out doing measurements. Zac's, when I talk to him shortly, he's going to give me a workout. He's already told me that it's going to be a little bit more intense than the last one, so that'll be interesting. A little bit nervous, as always, but I'm sure we'll get through it. Enjoying, just as if I was driving a Forge breakfast right now. Got a nice smoothie, All Right Robin made me. Got some spinach in there, some fruits, some cocoa powder, banana. It's delicious. So this being the start of week 9, but it's also the completion of, as I mentioned, 8 weeks, but also the first week of straight up home happenings. It's been 2 weeks now since I've seen Zac because of all this social distancing, all that's been happening. So it's going to be interesting to see how we've made progress today. Last week we had a great week on the scale. Hit both of my goals for the week. I wanted to surpass 20 pounds lost and get into the 220s. And we did that. That was amazing. I attribute that to, of course, Zac's guidance. And we kicked it up a notch. We threw in last week an extra run and 2 walks. And this past week, I didn't do that extra run. So I did 2 runs this week that just passed. But in addition to what was new from the week before, the days that I ran, I also walked for an hour. And the day before, so yesterday, Tuesday, day before supposed to getting together with Zac, it's a day of rest, only walking. What I've started doing is walking for more than an hour that day. Like yesterday, I walked almost for 2 hours. Day of rest, had a nice walk. It was nice. Still sore after 2 hours of walking. But a big change, besides the 2 biggest things that have changed this week that will be interesting to see the results on the scale anyway, is didn't do a workout with Zac. So even though I got a better than normal home workout, it wasn't quite the same intensity as working out with Zac. And then this week, what was different than the week before I made this huge pot of Portuguese cabbage soup coche, and it's delicious. And we ate it for like 3 or 4 days, and it's absolutely delicious. But it's got to be low cal because it's lots of cabbage, lots of tomatoes, a little bit of beef, touch of potatoes, and I think that eating that for a few days was really helping with some of the weight loss. And this week, what I made was a big pot of chili. It was delicious. Made it in the slow cooker. But I put lots of extra lean ground beef, so I have to imagine the calories were higher calorie intake this week. But we also had a couple nights this week where we almost all our meals are eaten at home or homemade. So lots of good foods. I feel bad that I'm not out there supporting the restaurants as much, especially during these times, but still making happenings, and health happenings is really priority right now. But something we've had twice this week was we had big salads. We made a great big chicken Greek salad. The one day that actually lasted for a couple meals. And then last night we had a salad, and instead of chicken, we had some hard-boiled eggs in there. So the 2 biggest differences from the week before was didn't do an extra walk Didn't get to work out with Zac previously, and we consumed a whole bunch of chili versus cabbage soup. So we're going to have to see. I don't know. We're still sticking really good to the food consumptions, eating lean proteins, lots of vegetables, feeling great that way. We're smoothies very often. So I'm curious to see. One of the differencing variables, too, from the week before was using a different scale. It's a different tool of measurement. So comparing my scale to Zac's scale, interesting. We had a great week, but was the scale a contributing factor? Was that a pound or two or half a pound? I don't know. But the nice thing for this week is we're using the same scale as last week. So we're going to be using the same tool of measurement. So we're going to be able to compare. I really hope we don't have an up week this week. But if we did, I still know overall making health improvements here. My cardiovascular is much improved. This past week, one of the runs that I did, All Right Robin joined me, and we raced and we ran at a really good pace. Both of us ran faster than normal. I ended up first, which was nice. Beat her by a little bit, but we both had a great run, and I can feel that my overall health is improving. So although it'll be nice to see an improvement on the scale, that's not a huge concern for me because I know overall my health is improving. I'm improving the fuel I'm putting in my body, and I'm using my body a lot more. Zac likes to call it the gold medal body that we're forming here. So I'm just going to shut up now so I can get out there with All Right Robin, get weighed in, and get right into the workout.
Joe!
Is he back? Is the king back? Is Mr. Gold Medal Joe back? No, unfortunately, we're still practicing social distancing. No worries though. Last week, Joe killed an incredible workout at home, did his best with what we have. This week, we ramped it up. We're going a little extra hard with the home workouts. Joe got off a little easy last week for sure. We were scrambling to figure out what type of a workout we can do that can be as intense as the gym. Fortunately, we can't make that happen as it would be with me because I kill Joe. I'm a very mean guy. But at home, you know, he slacks off a bit, no big deal. But this week, that poor bastard, he could not, he was not excited when he saw his workout this morning. He sent me a text. He said, holy shit, Superman, holy shit, Batman, how many supersets are you setting me up with? Lots. No big deal. We're gonna get into that, but first, before that, we're gonna look at Joe's weight.
All right, Zac, thank you for giving me guidance on today's workout. Supersets seems a little deadly, but I'm gonna do my best here without you, bro. Now, time to weigh in. Interesting, gonna see, we had a big week last week. We'll see how we did this week. 1 week of working out at home, all on our own. And maybe if you can just come around here, babe. All right, Robin on the camera. Thanks, love.
You're welcome.
We got gold medal Patsy right here keeping us company. Let's see how we did this week.
Ooh. Can you read that?
225.6. Wow. Last week we were 228.4. That's 2.8 pounds. That's more than I thought. I was a little bit concerned that we might have even went up, but that's pretty good. So now, gonna see what Zac thinks about that weigh-in, and then gonna get do some monthly update, do the push-up and wall squats, see how that goes. All right, Zac.
So we got the weigh-ins from Joe. Fuck, the guy shot me a text. I thought my watch might have been broken. This is crazy. I can't believe how much weight this guy has been losing and how consistently we've been doing that. It just goes to show that consistency and hard work really will pay off. So I'm gonna cut to the chase here. Once again, our starting weight, 251.8 pounds. Last week, 228.4. That's a great number. Wasn't good enough for Joe, clearly. Even eating a whole pot of chili all week long. Not cabbage soup this week, folks. Chili. This guy got himself down to 225.6. That's a 2.8 pound drop once again. And we're not doing anything drastic here. Joe knows, and Joe will tell you, he said it last week, all he's doing is staying consistent and making time for himself and taking care of himself, especially in these times where we have the extra time to, you know, do a little home workout, go for a walk outside. Take advantage of this time, guys. Joe's showing you what you can do. I'm so proud of him. I want to be proud of you guys too. I'm sure Joe is astounded by how good he's done. I think you guys can do this too. Let's get into it. Today's at-home exercise is brought to you by the one and only Zac Spinosa from Forge Fitness. So what we're gonna be doing here is the bird dog. This is a great exercise to activate the posterior chain and really work the left and right side of our brain, doing opposites at the same time. It's a great movement that you can do at home. It's not too difficult. I'm gonna show you 2 different variations. The first one, where you get down on our hands and knees in a tripod position just like this, and what you wanna be doing is you wanna be reaching that heel towards the ceiling and pulling that hand up to the side. You're gonna do that and we'll switch sides. That's 1 rep. Just like this, fully extending. You'll feel a nice tightness all through here, really working that posterior chain, getting the erectors firing up, getting the glutes firing up, getting the rear delts fired up. It's a great movement. Now, if you wanna take this a little bit further and really work that shoulder mobility, you get down on your elbows here and it will give you a little less range of motion. And you really gotta fight against that. You'll feel a really nice burn right in your shoulders. This is one of the exercises I had Joe doing in last week's workout. It's a really, really tough movement. You can tell I'm breathing heavy, I'm sweating. It's not just because I'm on camera. I got this wonderful hoodie for sale at www.forgefitness.ca. No big deal. But yeah, give this workout a try. Let me know what you think. And let's go see Joe's push-up test.
All right, now being the completion of 2 months, gonna try and do as many push-ups as I can, see if we made any improvements since last month. I think last month we did 20 push-ups and gonna try and do better today. When I do the workouts, I'm doing about 10, 12 at a time, but we're gonna go to exhaustion here. So we're gonna see what we can do. Right, babe? Any guesses?
What did you get last time?
I think 20.
25.
25? Wow, setting the bar high.
I mean 40.
Oh my goodness. That's it. Hi, honey. How was that? How many?
29.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Amazing.
that's better. That hurt. How was that, Patsy? What do you think? 29.
She's so excited for you.
Maybe next time I'll do them with you on my back. You got the zoomies?
So we just saw Joe finish his push-up test for this week that he forgot to do last week. Not a big deal, but Joe killed it this week with 29 push-ups. That's amazing. Unfortunately, his form wasn't as good as we'd like it. We'd notice his butt is a little hiked up and he's not getting down to as low as a position that I'd like him to get to. That's no big deal, Joe. You did great. I'm really proud of you, man. Next time, hopefully I'll be there and I'll be able to adjust that. And now that I've seen it, just keep that butt a little bit lower, buddy. No big deal. But if we look back to the first time I worked with Joe, he barely could get 11 push-ups, and I'm talking barely, and that form was not good either. So just judging those two side by side, incredible difference. Really proud of him. He's clearly making amazing chest gains. No longer droopy man boobs. Now he's got nice tight pecs. Now we're gonna watch Joe do the wall sit. Let's see what he can do.
Pretty good on the push-ups. Now gonna try the wall squats. Can't exactly remember last time what we got. I think it was about 35 seconds or so. Gonna try and do better. I haven't done these in a month, but we'll see. Okay. So you can start the clock as soon as I get into the crouch, babe.
Okay. Starting. How does that feel?
I don't like it.
10 seconds. Killing it. 20 seconds. Easy breezy. 30 seconds. You feeling it yet? You got this. 40 seconds. That was good, babe.
I want it to go a minute. These are tough. Those wall sits tough. Probably should practice those more often. I don't know what they're good for, but those are not easy. Looks easy, no?
Yeah.
Zach, what do you think about that? Only 40 seconds. I don't even remember what I did last time, but we're trying, bro. We're trying. Those are tough.
Not too happy, buddy. It's unfortunate. Joe only got 30 seconds here, exactly what he got on his first day, and a little bit less than the second time we did it. That's super common. It's not a big deal. It's because I'm not there beside Joe, and just like the plank, the wall sit is a very mental aspect that comes into training. You will be feeling a burn, but a lot of the times it's just mentally you're giving up quicker than your body can give up. So next time, buddy, when you get into that, just focus a little harder, get a little more revved up. Hopefully I'll be there beside you, kicking your ass and making sure that you give me a good go. Good stuff though, man.
There it is, Zach. Finished that home exercise supersetting. A bunch of new exercises, different movements. It felt good. Supersetting definitely got me sweating more than normal. It's nice. I know that my form wasn't great on these. I was on my own trying my best to get the flows, but it was nice. I actually enjoyed it because we're triggering some new movements, some new muscles, and it felt good. Zach, I don't know what you think about that one, but I'd love to hear it. I'm really looking forward to me and you getting together again, bro. Another home workout in the book skis.
All right, so we saw Joe finish his at-home workout, quarantine workout number 2. Absolutely great work for the amount of strenuous activity that I put on the poor bastard. So today we got through a number of supersets, starting off with bodyweight alternating jumping lunges as supersetted with bodyweight squats to failure. So Joe really pushed it this week with these exercises. Definitely is something he's not used to. His heart rate's gonna be elevated much higher than he's used to, but he killed it. He did really well. He texted me afterwards and then he gave me a nice shout and gave me a call, told me he felt amazing. He felt like he accomplished so much and that he's just really amped up to be doing a workout like that. He felt his muscles working in ways that he hasn't felt before. Going forward, now we know that Joe has a 15-pound dumbbells at home. He's got the ability to do supersets now without heart failure happening, like we saw in the air dive not too long ago. So that's huge. We're gonna increase Joe's at-home workouts that he does on the off days from Forge Fitness workouts, as well as his Forge Fitness Wednesday workout. He is going to be increasingly getting harder and harder. Next week, poor Joe hasn't seen this video yet, but he's going to be going out to the road as long as the weather is good and hitting me with 5 10-second all-out sprints to finish his workout. Yes, Joe, 5 all-out sprints for 10 seconds. Robin's gonna be there cheering you on, and maybe you can bring gold medal Patsy with you. So all in all, Joe's workout this week was absolutely incredible. Like it always is, honestly. The guy's a killer. Anything he puts his mind to, he really puts his heart and soul into all the things he works towards. He's very goal-oriented. I was really, really excited to work with him because of that, and I'm still excited every day to hear from him, to hear what he's done, to see what he's doing to continue these health happenings. These are unprecedented times for sure, and everybody's going through a hard time right now, no doubt, myself included. My gym shut down. I'm bored out of my mind, but I'm not letting my body. Somebody was saying to me, my coach the other day sent me a message, and he said, we have no control of what's happening on the outside of our lives right now. The only thing we can control is what we're putting into our bodies and what we're doing for our bodies. And that really hit me at home and made me really think about making sure that I stay in tip-top shape, feel as good as I can, fuel myself properly, and stay healthy, because that's what's gonna fight off this COVID-19. Stay social distancing, stay active, get some fresh air. See you guys next week.
All right. And that concludes our second home workout, week 9, Health Happenings Journey, working with Zac Spinosa on the gold medal body. Now, with all that's going on right now, I got to take a moment right away to thank Zac Spinosa, Forge Fitness, for adapting to what is going on right now with everything, with things being closed down, with him being closed down, and still working with me through this process. We're doing it from apart, virtually, adapting to the situation now. Zac, I really, really, really appreciate you being able to do that, your continued support throughout the weeks, and working with me to still keep this journey going. I really appreciate it. This workout we just did, I found it even more intense than the last home workout, which was good. Last week we introduced a chair and some weights. This week we had some weights, but what Zac had me doing was supersetting. We were doing some exercises. It was the most I sweat during a home exercise. It was good. I got the heart rate going. Got a click finish on the workout on the watch here. Felt good. I did some new exercises that I've never done before. I know without Zac here that my form wasn't great. I was working on it. I know that I could improve on that, but it was nice doing some new exercises, triggering the new muscles, different movements. Really enjoyed it. Really happy with everything with Zac and how we did on the scale. And I'm really, really, really hoping that if you're watching this video, you're finding some inspiration in this, whether you're already on your journey and looking to take it to the next level, push it a little bit harder, or if you haven't started yet. I don't know a better time than now. I can't imagine. They say that anytime, now is the time. With everything that's going on in the world right now, a lot of people have more time on their hands. It's a big excuse people have for not getting health happenings going. And as well, to be able to build up our immune systems, build up our strength, build up our bodies so that we can fight off anything that can come at us. Any viruses, flus, sickness. When you improve your health, you improve your happenings and your ability to overcome anything like that. So I really hope now, because now I feel like with Zac, he's got me in a good routine. I'm feeling good about it. I'm not going to tell you that there aren't some days that I second guess if I'm going to be able to do things, but this is part of my life now and I feel good about it. And I really want to see others get themselves into this type of routine. So you've got myself and you've got Zac Spinosa out there. I don't want to speak for Zac, but he's a resource. This is what he does. If you're thinking of getting happenings going, hit either one of us up. You just want to talk about it. I'm more than happy to field questions, talk about what's going on. It took me almost 10 years to get this back and going. I know what it's like to fall off the tracks. I'm more than happy to talk about anything you're not seeing me doing here or seeing on any of my stories. You want to see what I'm actually eating in a day or how I'm getting myself to make happenings, hit me up. I'm really enjoying this process. Again, thank you everybody that's watching, encouraging, really appreciate it. Most of all, I'm really hoping that this inspires you to make your health happenings a priority in your life.